zaidi yako, kituo chako, habari muhimu, burudani ya kipekee. KenLive, nyumbani kwa habari na burudani, habari za ukweli bila kuficha, matukio yote, baadhi ya elimu.
Excellency, we also have dancers. He's a kidney disease patient. He also has a story that he wants to share with you and that request.
Thank you.
These experiences,
Yes.
I think we do them in the other forum.
Yes, we will also do that. Yes, we will.
So that they don't take a lot of time.
That's okay. That's
So sisi tutaonana baadaye.
Yes. Yes.
Pamoja na huyu mrembo wangu.
Yes. She's a beneficiary during NHF and now she's given birth in good times. We'll do it then. Thank you.
Okay, mtamleta huyu mungwana. Hi. How are you, my dear? Very good.
Thank you. Yes.
Nilikuwa nimeweka huko alisikia kitu.
Your Excellency, thank you so much, Your Excellency, our President, the Deputy President, Prime Cabinet Secretary, and so here is KEMSA. KEMSA, we are saying we have to contribute to universal health coverage. Our business is to ensure commodity security, so that the Hakuna Dawa syndrome that is in the heads of Kenyans is a thing of the past. So we are very happy to report within the last 3-4 years, we have managed to move from an order fill rate of 40 to 90%, over 90%. Actually, our target, Your Excellency, as we have agreed, is to 100%. So anything in public health over 95% is very good at the moment. So the Hakuna Dawa thing should go away. How did we reach there, Your Excellency? We said when we found KEMSA chasing 3,800 molecules to buy, then we said, we really need all this. So we sat with our team and the county pharmacists, and we discovered we just need just about 500 SKUs. So we focused on smart buying on the 500. And again, we asked ourselves, do we need to deal with the old policies where we keep stocks for 6 months? Then we said, no, shrink and grow. Keep stocks for 3 months and then grow. So that magically brought our order fill rate very high. So, Your Excellency, we have very serious visibility. We are not working in the darkness, end-to-end supply chain visibility. So as an example, we can at real time, this is a dashboard, see what our order fill rate is, how many orders we have, like the 984 orders, what is the value, the monetary value, over 500 million for those orders. We're serving about 855 facilities for that order, and in about 35 counties. And then it also tells us how much we have been able to push. The green one shows us we have pushed over 500 million to those facilities. Yes, Your Excellency. Digitization has really helped us because visibility to be auditable, to be visible. So actually, KEMSA, I can say, is fully paperless. Yeah, at the moment. So the next thing is now to hook into DHA so that we have one national LMIS for the country. So digitize facilities. The ones have said 855.
How have you changed the delivery model? So on one side, you have digitization, helping in getting visibility and to the facility or to the county stores.
Your Excellency, KEMSA is the only agency that can do doorstep delivery, what we call doorstep. We don't deliver at the county or sub-county. The governors here know we deliver to the facility, to the...
How did that change? What changed?
Over time, we changed, for some time now, that has been the model. So we don't deposit anything at the county or sub-county. We deliver at the doorstep of the health facility. The time frame. Yes, sir. So, time around. Yeah, order turnaround time is the other thing that we measure, and we've also revolutionized that. By the time you order, and the time it takes for the medicines or products to be at your doorstep, we have changed that. We have asked ourselves, when we came, warehouse was working like a normal office, 8 to 5. We said, is this not a normal office? Can we do a shift system from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. with the same staff? So some are reporting at 7 and leaving at 4. Some are reporting at 10 and leaving at 7. So that actually improved our efficiency, and our order turnaround time has moved from 24 days to less than 2 weeks for the rural health facilities, from 20 days for hospitals to less than 10 days for hospitals now. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Facilities. 71 facilities across the country, and that is in 31 counties. We've also been able to serve level 6 hospitals, that is KNH, spinal injury. We are supplying ultrasound, where we are able to do obstetric, abdominal, pelvic, and all body scans.
So how many equipment have you supplied?
We've supplied 71 equipment, Your Excellency.
What is the cost of every equipment?
This is fee for service. So the cost of every equipment is about 3 million, the whole package. Additionally, Your Excellency, we are providing consumables for the entire contract period, and we're also giving refresher training, both clinical and technical, to our service health providers. Now, what we've also done...
Who takes care of the maintenance?
Us. Maintenance is on us, Your Excellency.
Provide
Consumables, we provide maintenance, and then we also do training, both clinical and technical.
we only pay for use.
You only pay for use, fee for service.
If we are bigger to Nangoja,
No, you don't wait. We have an uptime of 98%, Your Excellency. So what we've also done to do that, if it is not working, we have no money. So it is in our best interest and the government's interest that it works. Additionally, Your Excellency, we've also been able to integrate this equipment through the Digital Health Authority with SHA. So now there is no fraud. If a SHA-approved patient comes here, in the work list we will get the names of the patient, a scan will be done, and a report is sent back to SHA through DHA, confirming that the equipment has offered service and the service that has been offered. Yes.
already supplied.
In facility.
Very good.
Your Excellency,
How many CT scans? How many ultrasounds?
Your Excellency, this equipment has been able to offer 217,000 plus scans since inception. Yes, across the country.
And the hospitals are those ones?
Yes, those ones across the country.
How many counties?
31 counties. Yes, 31 counties.
Very good. Hello, how are you?
Your Excellency, Karib. Hassan, Salama. Safi Kabis. Welcome to NESP. I think we have Donald who will take you through the MRI.
Welcome, Your Excellency. I think somebody should take us through all of them in one go.
Okay. So we have MRI.
In how many facilities? We have done 2 facilities now. 2 facilities.
2 facilities, yeah.
MRI. Linear at Kenyatta National Hospital. And linear at Kenyatta. Yeah. What about the other?
We have the regular laboratory.
Yeah, laboratory.
Yes, laboratory.
How many facilities?
609 equipments deployed.
Yes.
And
600.
you can see the live transmission of all the facilities. 609, yes.
This is what lab equipment?
Lab equipments, yes.
What is the lab equipment? Which are the lab equipment?
We have the hematology machine, we have the biochemistry machine, we have got amino analyzer mix of all the lab equipment in different facilities.
You provide the equipment?
We provide the equipment, we provide the reagent, we provide the consumables.
The consumables?
Yes. And also the training and the servicing and maintenance for the next 7 years.
Yes.
Yes.
So
then we also have the theater.
Yeah.
Theatre also the same. We deployed 96 facilities
For theater.
and currently we're also deploying more, up to 150 by end of this month.
150.
The same arrangements.
What are the equipments for the...
We have the anesthetic machine, we have the tables, 9 primary equipments for theatre. Fully fledged theatres.
Theatre
Yes, theatre equipment.
on 98 facilities?
On 98 facilities, but by end of this month we'll be at 150 facilities.
We are 150.
Yes, the same arrangement again, all the services,
All these are the facilities that are...
all this. What we have done is we have integrated all the data
yes.
and we created the laboratory information system. So what you can see here is a live test that is being done by the facilities now.
Why is it blinking?
I really think it's because of the power. Just
Network, yeah? Okay.
Just check him.
How many have you done, for example, Kenyatta National Hospital? How many theatres have you kept?
Kenyatta, we have done 15 theatres. Moi, 15. Moi Teaching, we have done 9. Jaramogi, we have done 9. And
One theater, sample is like how much?
each,
You are to buy.
the
For 1 year.
for one theater is around 15 million. Yeah, 15 million.
About 15 million.
Yes, 15 to 20 million because the highest is 20 million. Yes,
8 theaters.
8 theaters for Margaret.
So 8 theaters, if you do 10, that's 150 million.
That's 150 million.
Which you would have...
Yes,
Your Excellency,
and
I thought you should know that lady for cancer. It's in her family. Her sister, as we speak right now, is a beneficiary of Shah at Coast General.
This is us.
How are you?
okay.
39 cities countries.
Yes,
In different facilities.
in different facilities.
What is the experience?
I think so far the experience we saw is most of the patients who are coming for these services to either Kenyatta have now gone back. Yes, have now gone back. So it has reduced the referrals.
Because of the highway and many accidents. So if you look at the number of farms in Kenyatta, you take the right and the right, about 70%.
Your Excellency, the game changer here is that it's a 100 slice. So they can do more complex procedures. Dialysis.
Yes, how are you? Yes.
So here we have dialysis. So in short, dialysis does the work of a failed kidney. By cleaning the fluid and waste from the blood hours at a time and a couple of times a week. So I'll jump to the numbers. So at the moment we have 24 machines installed. We've scheduled an additional 28 machines to be installed, including an installation being done this week, and we're projected to be at 100 machines by the end of the year. Additionally, we've digitized these machines that allows the Ministry of Health to view this utilization in real time, verifying the services they're paying for. Additionally, also provides analytics to help make better informed decisions.
You need to up your game.
Thank you. Okay, we will. Thank you.
Good morning, Your Excellency.
Good morning, how are you?
Thank you, sir. This is our awareness stand where you are championing, ensuring that no mother in Kenya dies while giving life and no newborn dies from an preventable death. So these are my team members from maternal health, newborn, and also we have an innovation for our youth to access health through AI innovations done by Kenyans. So I'll allow, this is our POCUS. POCUS is a point of care ultrasound. This is very handy and it's using AI system.
Last time we were taking it to how many facilities?
635. This year we will do similar numbers.
635
at 5 facilities. Yes.
Across 21
counties. This year we'll go to 26 counties.
But these are the people who are dealing with the
Yeah, Your Excellency, it's okay. Yeah, so this is the Kenya National Public Health Institute, established by the government as the health security agency, guiding matters of protecting the public against events of public health, effects of public health threats, sorry. So here we are going to demonstrate the outbreaks that we have been trying to respond to. In this current year, we have been able to respond to rabies, we have responded to chikungunya, we have responded to cholera and anthrax. Currently, we are responding to the dengue fever, which is in Garissa and Wajir. We already had 1,678 cases. We have also been responding to mpox, 1,261 cases already, and measles outbreak that is currently ongoing at 463. As you're aware, Your Excellency, we have Ebola outbreak in DRC, and recently Uganda and France also reported cases. Two, yes. So there were 12, but yeah, it's done now. So now. Yeah, so Kenya has not reported any case, but we have already tested around 196 samples that have come to our lab. Yeah, but all of them are turned negative. Yes, people traveling, others who have come to the hospital and have symptoms of Ebola, but presented to the health facility. And in our history taking, we demonstrated that they had either traveled to Uganda or DRC. We have already screened 420,000 cases and 20,000 people at points of entry. Yeah. All right.
Excellency, how are you?
Salama sana, Your Excellency. We're going to show you what we have done in digitization. Remember, Your Excellency, one of the main problems we had on UHC is accessibility. And one of the first issues that was there is our public hospitals did not have the digital systems and digital infrastructure to be able to provide services. That's why even under NHIF, they used to get a mere 34% of the money. And therefore, Your Excellency, the first thing we did is provide these tablets to all our public facilities, 6,700 of them. This tablet, Your Excellency, comes with a power bank, and Your Excellency, it comes with paid-up internet of 10 years. And 10 years, Your Excellency, so that our governors and our public hospitals do not need to pay for any of internet connectivity in that area, Your Excellency. For big hospitals of level 4 to 5 and 6, because they take a lot of data, we're giving them these computers, Your Excellency, 4,500 of them. Yes. There are 6,473 out of 6,700. Few of them, others are still ongoing, Your Excellency. And you can see every county, Your Excellency. In every county, you have each and every how much we have distributed for them. For each facility and every. Yes, Your Excellency. And you can even see, Your Excellency, you can go as it is now. We are able to see how many are live now, because we also monitor. We do not allow anybody to use this device for any other purpose apart from for health. Your Excellency, the second, as we go that, you can move to the second one. So this is how the coverage looks like, and that is how Safaricom is giving us 2G or 3G or 4G in every of those areas. Your Excellency, the second area was the issue of data centers. Many of our public facilities used to have small data centers. For the first time, Kenya became the first country to have a sovereign cloud. This is where we centrally store the data for all our facilities and all health. And that is what we have done in supporting public facilities, Your Excellency, to be able. On our sovereign cloud. Yes. We have go live sovereigns, and they're in 3 key areas in the country, Your Excellency, so that it will never go down. Your Excellency, after giving the infrastructure, we come in to give them the software, because they were also lacking the software. Dr. Mumo is here, and he will take you through what the facilities are able to see now, how many have we done, and he will also take you through, Your Excellency, what exactly they are able to see to be able to make decision using data.
Your Excellency, welcome. You promised, we delivered. And with this, Your Excellency, 95% of our facilities in Kenya are digitalized, all the way from level 2 to level 6. And you can see, for example, we have the map of Kenya here. This is how the distribution is of all the facilities. The facilities in the counties. So we have digitalized all the counties in 47 counties. Your Excellency, Kenyatta National Hospital is the first facility of its kind in Africa to be fully automated, actually paperless, because now even from this week they are transmitting share claims through the electronic way. So we are proud to see at this real live dashboard, Your Excellency, whereby we are seeing the number of patients who are coming, who are admitted on real-time basis, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, also we can see what is happening in real-time basis at the facilities. The governors here, they can even monitor the health workers wherever they are on real-time basis. Yes, Your Excellency.
So you have Danisa County, Longisa, Bomet, Poros.
Yes, Your Excellency. Yes, and you can see the health workers where they are, Your Excellency. In terms the names of health. I mean, like now we have this one, Hassan, who have seen 29 clients this morning. You can always monitor what is happening in real-time basis. And Your Excellency, you can see the number of clients who are being seen in every facility on a daily basis. So we promised, you promised, and now we have delivered. You can see the number of clients who have been seen through the system. Over close to 30 million clients have been seen through this. People have been seen through our electronic systems, HMIS, Your Excellency. Yes, and we have actually insurance. And you can see in a month, Your Excellency, we are having more than 4 million clients coming, our patients, to be seen through the electronic platform. So you promised, and now you can see we have delivered as a country. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Momo.
Your Excellency, here. Yes. Sorry. So Your Excellency, the third area is about logistics. How do we ensure our drugs are safe? How do we ensure that we're able to track these drugs? But Dr. Wamisha will take you through, Your Excellency.
So good morning, Your Excellency. This is the new kid on the block in Digital Health Agency. So the starting point when digitalizing health products and technology is to have like a Bible, a dictionary on how we identify health products across the health sector. So what we have is a product catalog, the national product catalog, and that's what you're looking at. Everyone who's prescribing, dispensing, bringing in medicines must read from this product catalog. So for example, like this medicine is particularly there.
We were designing as a package. What
yes.
No,
the national.
Pharmacy benefit package.
Exactly. So from there, we then move to health facilities need to be consuming this particular product catalog, and we are doing that through our Taifa Care Hospital Management Information System. The biggest question, Yes.
What is the connection with KICC?
Exactly. That's what I want to now take us there. So the hospital needs to order medicines from KICC. So it's and those medicines, it needs to first identify what is in the store. So the system has a pharmacy and stores module. So the pharmacist is able to see this is what I have in store. Then they are also able to now requisition to KEMSA through what we are calling the National Logistic Management Information System. And you can...
That is housed in DHA?
Yes, housed in DHA. So let me take you to the NLMIS. This is a game changer, Your Excellency. Here we are going to onboard manufacturers, distributors. We've already onboarded KEMSA. KEMSA, we can see we have 10,609 products. This is real time. We can also see the prices. Today, when a pharmacist wants to buy medicines, they have to call somebody, ask what is happening. So on the NLMIS, we have the marketplace. This is going to be a marketplace. So once the order comes in, then the facility is then able to have a global-like experience. This has not been there. The facility in charge wonders, is the truck arriving? When are the medicines coming? But now with this, they are able to tell where their order is. All this is happening through the National Logistic Management Information System and their audit logs. The last bit that we are working on with PPB, yes, we've been working with them. They have onboarded, sir.
I want you people to pay some attention to this.
Okay.
I don't think
Okay, the last bit that we are working on with PPB is to uniquely identify the health products. Your Excellency, I have 2 medicines in front of you. One has what we call the global standard, what is used to uniquely identify the product, and that is this. It's a data matrix that has got lots of numbers. Then this one doesn't have. Okay, it just has this barcode. We want all medicines coming to Kenya to have this, and we are working with PPB to ensure that this happens. We are currently in transition period, so we are starting with the ones that already have, but by 1st January, anything else coming in here must have this. Then with this, yeah, yes,
of the medicine.
Exactly,
The source,
exactly,
the correct ones,
exactly,
traceability.
Exactly. And then, Your Excellency, the connection with the patient. Allow me to show you that. The last one is on Afya Yangu. Because the patient must be in the story. So on Afya Yangu, this is an app that the patient has in their hand on a phone. And this is actually me who visited a health facility a few days back. I had a headache, I was feeling unwell. I went to a senior health center, and this excited me, Your Excellency, because a few days later, when I went to my Afya Yangu, I actually saw the medicines that I was given. They didn't know that it's Joyce. I was just unwell. So this is where we want to reach. When we say everyone has to be on the highway, all the health facilities must be on the highway. The community pharmacies, this is it. Yes.
Eventually get it on their phone that they had been to hospital.
Exactly.
They were attended.
Exactly.
This medicine was given to them, and this amount of money was paid for them.
Exactly.
This claim was lodged
Yes.
on their behalf.
Exactly. And yes. Yes.
Can check your doctor. Yes. So citizens have affair, doctors have doctors.
Your Excellency, final one is, remember we had an issue of big issue of fraud across the areas, and we are using the AI engine, Your Excellency, to manage fraud. I want to give Dawe, Your Excellency, to take you through what we have been able to achieve so far.
Your Excellency, my name is Dawe. Mzuri sana, Your Excellency. Asante. What we have been doing is we... Karibu. Nimekaribia Joyce. Yes. So what we do is we use big data to detect any anomalies in claims data. We use things to do with patterns detection. If a facility has 10 claims this month, how is it they have 1,000 the following month? And there is no public health emergency. We use things like provider collision. Why is a certain provider just working with certain doctors only? We flag out those cases, duplicate claims patterns. How is a patient in certain facility and the same patient is in another facility in Lamu? So those are the things the AI engine does. We pick up those cases. Previously, we used to do those cases post-payment. Now, SHA does not need to do that. We are able to flag those cases before even payment is done. We flag it off, we review it, we give to SHA for investigations. Currently, we can see the active threats, even as at today. We have, Nairobi is not, we are not saying Nairobi is a critical area, it's just the volume of business and transactions they are doing. This is as at today, we have about 45 fraud cases that have been picked up, about 2.5 million, followed by Mombasa and Nakuru. And then we are able to see the active cases as at now. If you allow me, Your Excellency, total active cases ahead of time.
before any processing has been done. It's real-time fraud monitoring. Yes. So we don't have to do 18 months later, 1 year later, post-audit and say SHA has paid. Yes. We don't need to do that anymore. So that's what the fraud engine is doing. Yes, Your Excellency. The other thing, if you allow me, is we had previously patients waiting at facilities for over 48 hours for an approval. So we've built an AI technology that does our pre-auth. Any request that comes in less than 1 or 2 minutes. Instead of waiting for 48 hours, it's built on over 28 billion parameters of medical renal zoning data, contextualized for Kenyan clinical guidelines, where we are able to send any request that a procedure needs to be done. The AI is able to adjudicate, pull out all the clinical history for this patient, and actually give an approval or actually give decline. So here is a case we have. We uploaded a case for a patient. The AI is able to give a verdict. In this example, the AI has given a verdict for manual review. So saying that the necessity for this requirement does not meet that surgery. So that SHA needs to get value for its money. So this is the pre-auth AI we have done. Yes. Yes. Yes, this engine now, the pre-auth AI that's powered by DHA, should be able to detect and pick out these cases and say this does not warrant any admission, Your Excellency. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you. Yes, the other bit is, if you allow me, what the AI now has done, the idea is for us to able to adjudicate these claims and reduce the manual workload we have on the doctors. So far we have reduced the manual workload by 54%, and we have been improving as at... yes, Your Excellency.
Everything we have done cannot succeed without this. Yes. We can forget about it. Yes. If there is no technology behind this, you cannot. You cannot. Medicines will be stolen. Everything will just be.
NHIF, we have 1,860 staff. That came down to 820 of China. That means the rest of those 1,000, the work is done by technology.
Yes, Your Excellency, I want to echo what the CS's remarks, because we have more much volume of claims actions that we need to do than NHIF, but we have lesser capacity. So this is being enabled by the AI, by technology. Actually, as at August now, we have reduced the manual workload by up to 82%. That needs usually a human to sit at a desk. Yes, by 82%. Yes, where you usually have someone sit at a desk and approve our claims. Yes, we are only doing 20%.
So all that was manual now.
And that is why people they had dedicated staff working for them.
Yes.
You know, a facility pays somebody to just approve their things.
Yes.
Now we remove that familiarity from the process. We let the system do what it needs to do. The final part, Your Excellency, is we are collecting a lot of data on diagnosis. We are able to tell now currently what is the disease burden for Kenya. With the data we are collecting, and for interest, I will just take you to prescription, what Dr. Joyce has mentioned. Currently, there is a lot of work. Yes. Yes, Your Excellency. Yes, Your Excellency. Yes. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Journey and transformation of Kenya Medical Training College. Your Excellency, Kenya Medical from 72 campuses to 92 campuses and 6 satellite campuses in the last 4 years. Your Excellency, we are in 45 of our 47 counties in the Republic of Kenya. Your Excellency, we've increased the number of curricula in KMTC by 28.6%, from 98 curricula to 126 curricula, to address the emerging issues in the health sector. Your Excellency, in 2024, you supported us to employ 620 employees. Majority of them are lecturers. Your Excellency, the student admission has risen by 37.2%, from 24,000 to 33,000, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, the student population has increased by 65%, from 54,332 to 89,586. Most of them, yes. Your Excellency, our graduates have increased from 15,915 to 22,776 last year. Your Excellency, this year we are going to graduate 25,000. And we want to invite you, Your Excellency, for that graduation. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Your Excellency, you have supported us to have 29,641 students access HELB loan. Your Excellency, we now have 57 of our campuses undergoing construction for student accommodation. Your Excellency, labor mobility has also been a focus that your government is focusing on. And Your Excellency, we have increased mobility of human resources by 185%, by moving from 1,000 to 3,095, and we want to move even further by collaborating with foreign governments like Germany. Your Excellency, to support SHA and transformation in healthcare, we have focused on courses that allow us to be more efficient, like health records and health insurance cadres.
So, you have how many campuses?
92 campuses and 6 satellite campuses.
And out of the 92, 57 are benefiting from our affordable housing program.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So we are building hostels.
We are building hostels.
Using the housing levy.
Yes, sir.
What do you tell those who are telling us they want to abolish housing levy?
Sir, Your Excellency, this is one of the best transformation for us, because initially our students used to have challenges getting accommodation. You can imagine a student leaving Mombasa to get admission in Mumias, and without pre-arranged accommodation and without hostels. Yes, sir. And right now it is going to be dignified accommodation for our students. Your Excellency, to support Ewene, we have our programs that focus on reproductive health. And Your Excellency, finally, we are cognitive of the need to support communities where we live. And Your Excellency, we have grown 387,000 trees to support your vision of 15 billion trees. And Your Excellency, we also recognize accidents that happen on our roads, Your Excellency. These ones have been supported by the program up to now. But now, Your Excellency, you have given us 392 million currently to support. What we need is 1.2 billion, but this is able to support us, sir. Yes, sir.
Under the new, when Parliament passes the Tertiary Education Placement and Emphatic Act,
yes, sir.
we're going to cover all the students.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. That has been the major question for our students. And finally, Your Excellency, we have trained 11,200 border borders on emergency response to support during accidents on our highways.
We had also agreed that we provide you some funding to hire more staff.
Yes, sir. It's in the budget, sir. We have 1.92 billion. 1 billion out of it is for recruitment. 392 million out of it is for help, and 580 close to 1,200. Yes, sir. And most of it are going to be teaching staff. Teaching staff. Yes, sir. Your Excellency, thank you so much.
I've been following what you guys are doing. Thank you very much. How is tell me a few things.
Thank you. Your Excellency, I'm Dr. Zainab, the CEO. I'm with my chair, Mr. James Wambo.
James, somebody? Very good.
We have our facility 650 bed capacity. We, as you know, we opened our doors in 2019 during COVID.
Yes.
When we transitioned from COVID, we started with cancer care as our premium service. And okay, and we have so far seen over 127 treated patients, and yes, that is from 2022, not from inception. Yes, I also want to focus on open heart surgeries. Your Excellency, we do at least one open heart surgery every week, and sometimes two. So we have done 259. We have the largest critical care capacity with 69 beds, which are almost always full. Yes, so we provide surgical services, maternal and child health. We've started, we have a fully fledged renal services, but we've started transplant also. Your Excellency, our accident and emergency is a very busy center, and this is where we operationalize ECCIF for Kenyans who come in for emergencies. Yes.
SHA.
Yes.
SHA will cover 1.2 million.
Yes.
Kenya doesn't need to go.
Yes. Your Excellency, 99% of our patients have SHA. Yes. 99% of our patients have SHA. We are redirected almost 20 ambulances every day.
You are telling us SHA does not work.
It works. It works. It works. Your Excellency, there are cancer patients who come to me and tell me, Dr. Zainab, you have to make sure there are drugs because I don't have any other option. KU is my option. I can't afford out of pocket. So please make sure I don't miss my drugs. So it works, Chair, Your Excellency. We have operationalized the 922, diverse almost 20 ambulances to us every day. So our accident emergency is active for ECCIF. Yes. Your Excellency, we have all the diagnostic, imaging and laboratory testing that we provide across the radiology and the lab services. And we want to focus our next presentation on cancer because it is our premier services. Please work with me. I show you the rest a little bit towards that end. Thank you. Thank you.
Of how we've integrated our services.
Hi, how are you? Very good.
Here we have a brief demonstration of how we've integrated our services from the facility to the community as well. And so in the community, of course, we have our CHPs who go around, but even at the facility, if you come, you will have a community desk that registers you if you don't have SHA. And then, of course, you will be referred. This is RUTO. Yeah. And then, of course, you will be referred to the facility. And this is one live one from Makadara. You can see the number of patients who we've seen today.
How many patients?
Today at Makadara Hospital, we've seen 95 patients currently. This is a live board. And we have that for at least 110 of our facilities. We are yet to implement for level 5, which we are doing together with DHA. from the communities. Yeah, and then we've also increased the number of patients that we have because of other innovations that we do. So we give an aftercare service for our mothers in RUTO. So they have a massage for also the father and the mother as well. Thank you very much.
They get massage.
Very good. Yeah.
Just wanted to demonstrate to you how things have improved in terms of the critical care, so that the patients have safe medicine. This is available with our surveillance team. It's in the vehicles and they go around. They go to a chemist, immediately they check and it gives it within 2 minutes the results are available. So we make a decision whether to withdraw the product from the market or not.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The other good thing they've done is that on ML3, the last team are coming next week, September.
Yes.
So by October, Kenya is going to attain ML3. Yes, they have done very good reforms. They have also completely rejected this power importation, which was bringing a lot of counterfeits. So they're not giving license anymore.
Very good.
Yes. Then your effort as the chairman of the African Union for manufacturing, a new state of factories are setting. They're in different stages, and I believe after that our import will come down by 30%. Yes, sir.
Very good. Yes. You're the one registering the doctors?
Yes, all the doctors, the dentists and the health facilities, including the recent ambulance registration that we've done to enable the critical care part. Yes.
What was that problem we're trying to solve? Because
no, we are trying to solve under the new law. Yeah. Under the patient quality and patient safety act.
Correct.
The facility will be shifted to our authority.
Correct.
They only deal with the professionals.
Professionals. Yes, sir.
Because you see, when you have an incestuous relationship there, that does not that undermines.
Yes.
We agree, right?
Yes, we agree.
And,
yes.
And the bill is in the Senate.
Yes.
We are just pushing that to Senate. We
Yes.
are going to lose that facility.
No, but it's okay.
No, we understand. It's in the interest of the public.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Now our new
MTRH.
Yeah. At Kiplombe.
Lombe.
Can you
Yes, sir.
explain?
Karibu, Your Excellency. So this is a new MTRH Kiplombe. As you can see, just behind there, this is where we are. This is where the structures are.
Accelerate.
We actually, we're working now, moving to 24 hours. So this is the Medical Technology Center where we have the OPD, the theaters, the inpatient for those short stay, and then those are the inpatient blocks, the 3 of them on these sides, and these are the ancillary support services all across the facility. So just outside there, we're going to have a collaboration with energy so that we have a substation for power. And then we're going to have just on the side here, a farewell home and also a chapel for those patients who are going, living, visiting.
I'm very unhappy at the pace.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, we will force him.
It's going to be 2,000
beds.
How are you?
My name is Dr. Joshua Trinkunokise. I'm the acting CEO Jaramogi Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital. And we want to thank you so much, Your Excellency, for elevating Jaramogi Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital on behalf of the Western region. So we are doing something unique in the Western region as far as sickle cell disease is concerned, and we have the apheresis machine here. We are the only public hospital that is doing it in Kenya, and we are the first one to do it because of the sickle cell burden that we have in the region. So, sickle cell disease. So allow me welcome Dr. Brenda to show you how this. Okay, thank you.
Welcome, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, we are talking about 125 years of Kenyatta National Hospital. We started in 1901 with 40 beds. 40 beds. From there, we were renamed King George in 1952. Then we moved to, during independence, we were renamed after the founding father of this nation, Kenyatta National Hospital. Then we started training for midwives. Today we are doing specialized training for nurses. We also moved the university up to where we are. We want to appreciate you for the signing of the legal notice for the first time for Kenyatta National Hospital since 1987. And then we have moved. We came here. We had His Excellency, the Majesty El Selassie, coming here in 1964 at Kenyatta National Hospital.
So now Kenyatta is established under what?
It's established under legal notice, yes, Your Excellency, yes. Yes, we have your instructions to make it a bill, Your Excellency and the Deputy President. Now, these are the nurses of 19... Yes. Nurses of 1950s, 1960s, dresses, and this is the journey with the capes no longer there. Your Excellency, we have the journey of anesthesia machines. We have Keme here. Yes, this is what was there. Yeah. Dr. Angwaro, please.
Thank you, Your Excellency. This was the original old anesthesia machine. The EMO machine. Then we moved to the universal anesthesia machine in the 1950s. And then in the 2000s, the modern, sophisticated, with a ventilator and patient monitor that enables us to do the specialized surgery like 60 to 75 per day in Kenyatta National Hospital. Thank you, Your Excellency.
On the National Equipment Service, how many, I'm told some of your theaters have been equipped.
Yes, Your Excellency, we have now 32 theaters fully equipped at Kenyatta National Hospital. It has never happened before. 32? Yes, 32, Your Excellency. Yes.
Okay, very good. Then you have all
Good morning, Your Excellency.
Good morning.
How are you?
Fine.
Welcome. We are representing newborn unit in Kenyatta National Hospital.
Yes.
It's a highly specialized unit where we have specialized neonatal nurses to take care of our babies and even neonatologists. So this is a baby that was born preterm. We actually received this baby from...
was born preterm. He keeps telling us.
We actually received this baby as a referral from Kiambu County, and you know that KNH is the national referral hospital. Yes. So we received this preterm baby at 34 weeks. This baby was born 3 weeks before the time because ideally they're supposed to come at 37 weeks. So what we do in newborn unit at KNH, we ensure that the baby is kept warm. So you see we have a very specialized resuscitator that is be able to take care of this baby. We are giving warm. We are also having a CPAP machine. This is called a CPAP machine that is able to help this baby to breathe because the lungs are immature.
The ward, they raised from the private sector about 400 million, Your Excellency. We are renovating to the standard of Khan, 10 wards, and we'll bring you on the November.
So good morning. I'm quite good, and you? My name is Michael Mwambi. I'm a clinical engineer at Kenyatta National Hospital.
Your Excellency, I am Melissa Aloch, a clinical engineer at the Kenyatta National Hospital.
And Your Excellency, I'm Dr. Margaret Mwasha, a consultant prosthodontist at the Kenyatta National Hospital.
We mean that we are engineers with now a medical bent, meaning that we started with basic engineering as undergraduate level. No, we had to go abroad for training. Yes.
Your Excellency, we are advancing surgical care and prosthodontic rehabilitation, leveraging AI, digital health, and advanced medical technologies such as this 3D printer that you can see here to offer world-class medical services to our patients, not only transforming their lives, but giving them a hope where there was none.
So, Kenyatta National Hospital is the first and only hospital in sub-Saharan Africa to have an embedded 3D printing point of care system. Where in New York, we combine the engineering principles with clinical workflows to improve and optimize patient outcomes and patient care.
Yes, thank you. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi.
Laboratory Services. Welcome to National Laboratory Services. This is one of our mobile labs. We have 4. This is where high and dangerous pathogens are detected with the BSL-3. We have some of these labs have been deployed to the border side for the region. Four. We have 4.
Okay.
We have 2 at the border, Busia and Ruahaga. We have this one here and the international. Whereby also we are using for the detection of the same. So far we have managed to detect, to test 196 samples. Ruahaga we have done 51 and Busia we have done 39 samples. These are because Ebola they are the samples detecting, but they are negative. We have not detected any case. We would like you to see the mobile lab. This is the level 3 to show the readiness of Kenya and the labs on the health security and also how ready we are to detect any disease in the country. Thank you.
Kenya Health Security.
His Excellency the President. Tumkaribishe kwa makofi tafadhali. While we remain standing, we'll start with the 2 anthems, starting with the Kenyan national anthem, followed by the East African anthem. The anthems. Allow me to invite Dr. Salim Hussein and Mr. Benjamin Murkomen to lead us in a short prayer for us to begin our session.
Tuombe. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina as-siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladhina an'amta alayhim. Ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Amin. Ewe Mwenyezi Mungu, mlinde rais wetu, mbariki, uongoze viongozi wetu ili tupate baraka na fanaka. Ewe Mwenyezi Mungu, uliongoze taifa hili, ulipe taifa ambalo litakuwa na afya, lisilo na majanga wala balaa. Mwenyezi Mungu, uongoze taasisi zetu za kiserikali ili watuongoze tupate afya na maendeleo. Tunakuomba uweze kubariki huu mkutano wetu wa kilele wa afya ili watu wetu waweze kupata afya na watu wote ambao wako nchini Kenya wapate afya. Tunaomba yote katika jina lako ewe Mwenyezi Mungu. Amen.
Let's continue praying. Heavenly Father, we come before you today with hearts of gratitude, acknowledging that all authority comes from you. We thank you for the gift of life, for bringing us together for the Kenya Health Summit. We lift up our President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, all the leaders of our country, and the citizens. Grant our leaders wisdom, protection, strength, and understanding as they guide us and our nation towards universal health coverage. Oh Lord, guide us. Guide our discussions and decisions with wisdom, unity, and compassion. May this health summit be a turning point towards stronger health systems, greater preparedness, quality, accessible, and equitable health care for all Kenyans. May this summit yield meaningful and lasting solutions and strengthen our health system for the benefit of every Kenyan. We commit this summit into your hands. Lead us now, guide us, and bless our efforts. For in Jesus' name I pray with thanksgiving. Amen.
Let us kindly take our seats. Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defence Forces. Your Excellency, Professor Abraham Kithure Kindiki, Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. Your Excellency, Dr. Musalia Mudavadi, the Prime Cabinet Secretary. Honorable Moses Wetangula, the Speaker of the National Assembly, Mr. Gary Cornell, Resident Coordinator, United Nations, all Cabinet Secretaries present and Principal Secretaries present. In this case, we have Honorable Aden Duale, the Minister for the Cabinet Secretary for Health, Honorable Ahmed Abdullahi, COG Chair and Governor, Wajir County, Ms. Neema Kimambo, WHO Country Representative, Host Governor, Honorable Johnson Sakaja, all governors present, all members of parliament present, development partners, stakeholders, and all in the health ecosystem, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, with your permission, allow me to invite Dr. Ouma Oluga, our PS State Department for Medical Services, who will give a short welcoming remarks before inviting PS Modoni to then guide us with the program. Tupige makofi tafadhali akija, PS Dr. Ouma Oluga.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, Your Excellency, the Deputy President, Professor Kithure Kindiki, Your Excellency, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, Honorable Cabinet Secretary led by Cabinet Secretary for Health and all Cabinet Secretaries, allow me to ride on the protocols established by the State Function Secretary. Your Excellency, mine is just to set the scene of why we are here. Health at its best is a promise. It's a promise to every citizen, a promise that we gave ourselves in the Constitution. It's a promise that we've talked about for more than 60 years. And it's a promise that year after year we want to give ourselves as a service. But at its best, it's a promise that you don't know when the calamity will hit. Most of us seated here or outside may be healthy. You don't know when the health need will come. Under the leadership of Your Excellency, the President, you have established reforms to turn that promise into a service, and to turn that service to be offered in a manner that does not ruin families financially, and in a manner that does not facilitate families or loved ones to die from causes that we can prevent. Your Excellency, that is the reason why you have directed that we come together as a nation so that we can unveil those reforms that you have established, from the policies to the legislative framework, to the implementation agencies, and to the deliveries. Your Excellencies, you've kept telling us that health should not be a privilege. It should be a right. It's a right that has been enshrined in the Constitution, Article 43, Part 2 of the Constitution. Your Excellency, it's now my opportunity to welcome everyone to this discussion as we unveil the reforms that have been delivered. And those reforms that have been delivered so that health is given as a right, so that we turn the promise into a service. Your Excellency, with those very few remarks, I would like to invite my colleague, Principal Secretary Mary Mudhoni, to take over the program, and all of us feel much welcome to the Kenya Health Summit.
Thank you very much na karibuni sana. Asante sana PS Oluga. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, global partnerships and multilateral cooperation are the bedrock and the resilient health systems. Together with our international allies, we are translating health security policies into actionable realities that probe communities across borders. At this juncture, Your Excellency, allow me to invite Gary Connell, the resident coordinator of the United Nations. A round of applause for Gary.
Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya, Your Excellency, the Deputy President, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, the Honorable Speakers of the Senate and the National Assembly, Cabinet Secretary for Health, Chairperson of the Council of Governors, Excellencies, Governors, Honorable Members, distinguished delegates, and above all, the health workers and community representatives in this hall today. Good morning, and what an inspiring morning it has been already. I am honored to speak on behalf of Mrs. Zainab Hawa Bangura, Director General of the United Nations Office in Nairobi, who conveys her warm greetings to this summit, and to address you as Resident Coordinator on behalf of the United Nations family in Kenya. Thank you for convening the whole health system in one room. The national government and the counties, parliament, health workers, communities, faith-based and private institutions, academia, and partners. No single institution can deliver health. And a summit that begins from that truth, in my view, begins extremely well. The theme you have chosen, reforms delivered, health as a right, sets a demanding standard, and I believe the right one. It builds on the premise that a right is not measured in the law that proclaims it. It is measured in the life of the person who actually claims it. It also establishes that a reform is delivered when a mother in any county reaches safe and respectful care in time, when a community health promoter can complete a referral, when a clinician finds the medicine that was prescribed, and when a family seeks treatment without fear that illness will push them into poverty. As we have already seen this morning, Kenya has built a serious foundation on that standards. New legislation on social health insurance, primary health care, digital health and facility improvement financing, the Social Health Authority, primary care networks, and a strengthened community health workforce, and sustained attention to health workers, health products, local manufacturing, and public health security. This is important reform architecture and a clear national direction, progress on which Kenya can and will continue to build. Now, this chapter is opening new and expanded implementation, carrying these reforms with equity and quality into all 47 counties and every community. That will ask, in my view, 4 things to move together. Financing that reaches the point of care and protects households, a workforce that is supported and fairly distributed, reliable essential medicines and technologies, and data that tells leaders who is being left behind. And this morning, again, we saw incredible, innovative work around that. It will ask both levels of government to move as one system, and it will ask all of us to protect essential services as external financing change. The community health promoter kits to be launched this morning carry that ambition in the doorstep of the household, where a right begins to be felt. For our part, the United Nations stands ready to align its collective offer behind Kenya's institutions, not to substitute for them, but to strengthen their ability to deliver for every Kenyan. Evidence and standards, technical expertise, support to national and county systems, to primary health care and health security, and to financing analyses through this transition. One United Nations system team behind a national agenda. We warmly welcome the summit communique and the joint UHC acceleration plan to be adopted here. Our shared hope is that they emerge focused, sequenced, and time-bound, clear about responsibilities at both levels of government, supported by partners, and open to the public accountability that turns commitment into trust. Now, I have spent my working life in health as a physician and a public servant, and it has taught me a lesson that has been long understood here in Kenya. Systems do not deliver simply because they are well designed. They deliver because people, and that's what we're seeing, leaders, health workers, communities, keep faith in one another. Kenya has those people in this hall and in every county. A right written is a promise. A right delivered is a country keeping its word. Mkutano huu na usiahidi Kenya kutimiza ahadi yake kwa kila Mkenya. Asanteni sana. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the battle of universal health coverage is won at the grassroots. And strong intergovernmental coordination ensures that our nation health strategies translate into tangible and life-saving primary health care services. At this juncture, Excellency Governor Sakaja, utukaribishe, and then you invite the chair of the council.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Deputy President, allow me to acknowledge the protocols that we've established, ministers, colleagues, governors, and development partners, and everybody who is here. Mine is very simple, to welcome you to what I believe is one of the most consequential summits that have been held in this country, the Health Summit. Karibuni, Nairobi. Your Excellency, we have seen a true transformation in the health sector, and I can say it with authority as a governor. in many aspects. Over the next 2 days, we'll have opportunities to go into the details of this transformation from our primary care networks, where we have, CHPs. In Nairobi, we have 7,820, covering 780,000 households, to the provision of essential services, Your Excellency, reduction of maternal mortality. Hospitals like Pumwani, which would be on the news every day for the wrong reason, have now 0% maternal mortality out of 16,500 deliveries. Your Excellency, we've seen hospitals like RUTO doing 100 deliveries in a month now. New maternity services in Kayole 2, in Mathare North, across the city. The story of the health transformation is something to talk about. We have facilities that would get 100,000 shillings in 2 years. In a year, getting 4 million shillings a month, allowing them to invest in healthcare and to invest in serving our people. Your Excellency, allow me to conclude by saying, because we'll get into all these details, today it was really just to welcome us all. Our Constitution has been hailed as being one of the most progressive on the continent. It has mainly been hailed as being progressive because of the kind of rights. The first generation rights, Your Excellency, are civil liberties, where government is asked to step back to allow people to have the right to do a number of things. But the second generation rights are what we call positive obligations. Positive obligations require government to actually do something. When people talk about constitutionalism in this country, constitutionalism is not just about maandamano or making noise. Constitutionalism is about fulfilling the Constitution. The right to health would not fulfill itself. It has to be designed. It has to be planned. It has to be thought out. There has to be legislation. The right to housing will not deliver itself. It has to be planned for. And Your Excellency, I can say, and I dare say, if there has been a leader who has fulfilled the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya, it is William Samoei Ruto, by these actions that you've taken. So people should not romanticize and preach on pulpits about Katiba. This is what Katiba is. Giving that right to every Kenyan, that health is no longer a privilege for the few. It is not a privilege for those who have money. That just because one person gets unwell, families have to sell their livestock, to sell their investments. What you're doing, Your Excellency, I believe this will be one of your most enduring legacies, the transformation of healthcare in our country. And I think our President deserves applause for what he's been able to do. Your Excellency, we are proud in Nairobi, in SHA. Mheshimiwa Moses Kuria was giving me an analogy because of the numbers we have. The most tech-savvy country in the world is Estonia, where we go to benchmark. The people registered in Nairobi and SHA are 2 times the population of the whole of Estonia. More than 3 million people registered and more than 1 million actively paying every month. And through the DHA dashboard, I can see who is self-employed, who is employed, and how they're doing. So we really thank you and want to really congratulate Mheshimiwa Duale. You have really led the way in healthcare. Your PSs, Oluga, who we are very proud of as Nairobi, and PS Mary Muthoni. Allow me to also salute the thousands of community health promoters across the country who are bringing healthcare to the people. Before, we used to tell the people to go to hospital. These days with the CHPs, the hospital is going to the people. And that has reduced greatly the cost of health service delivery in this country. I'm sure that investment can be quantified by our minister and by the team here. Your Excellency, allow me at this juncture to invite the chairman of the Council of Governors to also come make his remarks and introduce the governors, the many governors who are here. Your Excellency, we have members of parliament, we have senators I can see, we have members of the National Assembly. I hope at some point they'll also get full recognition and introduction by the minister as he comes. Tupigie chairman wetu makofi tafadhali.
Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, CGH, the President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, Your Excellency, Honorable Professor Kindiki Kithure, Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Your Excellency, Dr. Moses, Your Excellency, Dr. Musalia Mudavadi, Cabinet Secretary, Prime Cabinet Secretary, and Cabinet Secretary for Foreign Affairs, Your Excellency Dr. Moses Wetangula, Speaker of the National Assembly, All Excellency Governors, Cabinet Secretaries, PSs, Members of Parliament, development partners, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, it's a great honor to join you at the Kenya Health Summit 2026 on behalf of the Council of Governors and the 47 county governments. I wish to appreciate the Ministry of Health for convening this important summit and for the continued engagement with county governments in advancing the health agenda of our country. The theme of the summit, Reform Delivered, Health as a Right, speaks directly to the responsibility we carry as leaders. Health is not simply a sector of government, it is a constitutional right and a fundamental determinant of social and economic well-being of our people. Your Excellency, we meet here more than 16 years since the promulgation of the Constitution of Kenya 2010, which fundamentally transformed our system of governance. The evolution has evolved from a constitutional aspiration into one of Kenya's most consequential governance reforms. Today, Your Excellency, our emphasis is that we can do so much for Kenyans in the health sector through coordinated intergovernmental implementation, functional service delivery, and measurable patient outcomes. And I want to confirm on behalf of the COG that we have actually achieved so much in the space of healthcare. We have achieved tremendous results over the past 4 years through your leadership, Your Excellency, and through the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, BETTER, which prioritized universal health coverage for all Kenyans. I wish to highlight, but just a few areas that demonstrate the progress we have made and equally the work that remains before us. In primary health care, over 107,800 community health promoters, CHPs, were deployed under a 50-50 shared financing model between the national and county governments. This has expanded health service availability at the primary level. Primary care networks, PCNs, have increased from 89 to 277. On health financing, Your Excellency, since the inception of the Social Health Authority, counties have cumulatively received 46 billion shillings, out of which 31.4 billion has been paid to hospitals through the Social Health Insurance Fund, SHIF, and 14.2 billion has been reimbursed to primary health care facilities. 98% of public facilities have been onboarded on the Social Health Authority share. Through collaboration between the two levels of government, 32.4 million people have been registered under the Social Health Insurance Fund, representing a significant increase from the 7 million people previously registered under NHIF. Counties have also strengthened emergency response with 304 of our ambulances out of the 506 that we run currently already integrated into the National Ambulance Dispatch System, improving referral linkages and timely response to patients requiring urgent and specialized care. Your Excellency, through your initiative under the National Equipment Service Program, NESP, the county governments have now specialized equipment at all levels. This has gone a long way in improving the capacity of counties to handle critical patients and other access to specialized care. We now have MRIs, ultrasounds, blood equipment, blood chemistry equipment, you name it, in the most peripheral of places, Your Excellency. Through the UHC reforms and digitization, the Digital Health Authority has been able to distribute 42,300 digital devices across level 2 to level 5 facilities, processing SHA claims in all 47 counties. These are but a few areas that the reforms in the healthcare sector have greatly improved. Your Excellency, this summit is about consolidating gains, celebrating what we have achieved, taking stock, and charting out the way forward on what else needs to be done. We acknowledge certain challenges, especially in workforce gaps and industrial relations, and together we will work to solve those. Your Excellency, as the Council of Governors and the 47 county governments, we reaffirm our commitment to working with the national government, development partners and the private sector, civil society, health workers and communities to consolidate the gains thus far and to address the gaps that remain, as I said. Let this summit mark a renewed phase of cooperative governance, shared accountability, and accelerated implementation. Let's build on what has worked, confront what has not, scale innovation emerging from both the national and counties, and ensure that our reforms are felt where it matters, as it's already happening. Together, let's deliver a resilient, equitable, responsive, people-centered health system where quality healthcare is not a privilege but a right for every Kenyan in every county and at every level of care. Your Excellency, I want to conclude by observing that I have had politicians out there saying that the first thing they will do if they get into office is to scrap SHA. Your Excellency, actually one politician said, on day one, I'll scrap SHA. To replace with what? Your Excellency, your administration is doing its best to fix everything. I think what we have failed to fix as a country is the toxicity of our politics. I want to confirm that hospitals in the most peripheral of places today receive funding directly from SHA. And in many cases, and I've said this before, the challenge we have as governors is to control what they do with that money so that they're not using it to just do more pavements and more innovations, but use it to things that can actually help patient care. This would not have been achievable without SHA, Your Excellency, and without all the policy changes. Your administration has thought through everything from financing to policies to digitization, and as a council, we appreciate the partnership that we have. Your Excellency, let me just take a minute to introduce the governors who are here. Excellency Governors, you may just stand where you are. I hope I can see you. Thank you very much. From the very end there, we have Professor Barchok, Governor Bomet. We have Governor Gladys Wanga, Governor Homa Bay, Gideon Mungaro, Excellency, Governor of Kilifi, Fatuma Achani, Governor of Kwale, Governor, I call him Kipiego Arapsang, Governor of Nandi. We have Governor Simba Arati. We have our Chair of Health, Governor Abdul Samad Sharif Nasir. And we have Governor Wesley Rotich, Governor of Elgeyo Marakwet. And we have Governor of Nairobi, our host. Your Excellency, I want to end by saying that we look forward to very engaging deliberations for the next 2 days to discuss where we are, to consolidate gains, to appreciate ourselves that actually we have achieved a lot. And for those saying that they will scrap SHA, it's akin to telling us that they will destroy the roads that have been tarmacked once they get into office. I end it there. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Before I call the next speaker, I would kindly request the PSs who are in the house to stand up and just wave to the crowd. We have PS Mohamed Dagar, Transport, PS Judith Pareno, Justice, PS Ismail Madei, Special Programs, PS Hariki Mutai, Mining, PS Beatrice Inyangala, Higher Education, PS Idris Dokota, Cabinet Affairs, PS Joel Oromonyang, Public Works, PS Ann Wangombe, Gender Affairs, PS Karen Agengo, Children's Services, PS Cyril Wagunda, Public Investment, PS Joseph Mutari, Social Protection, PS Aurelia Rono, Parliamentary Affairs, PS Abubakar, Investment, Susan Mangeni, MSME, and PS Jacobs Fikirini, Youth Affairs. Oh, and our SG, Solicitor General for the Government of Kenya. Your Excellency, transforming healthcare requires bold leadership and a steadfast commitment to delivering comprehensive reforms. I now would wish to, it's my distinct honor to invite my Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Aden Duale, the Cabinet Secretary for Health. A round of applause.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya and the Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, Your Excellency, the Deputy President, Professor Kindiki, Your Excellency, the Speaker of the National Assembly and the Head of the Legislature, Speaker Moses Wetangula, Your Excellency, our Prime Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, Your Excellency, the Chair of the Council of Governors, Governor Abdullahi, Your Excellencies, Governors present, Cabinet colleagues, Your Excellency, the Cabinet Secretary for Housing, my sister Alice Ohome is here, the Cabinet Secretary for Tourism, Rebecca Miano, the Cabinet Secretary for Gender, the Cabinet Secretary for Environment, the Attorney General, my brother, the Cabinet Secretary for Sports, the Cabinet Secretary for Energy, the Cabinet Secretary for Education, the Cabinet Secretary for Water and Irrigation, and the Cabinet Secretary for Labor. Your Excellency, allow me also to recognize the chairs of our Parliamentary Health Committee, the Senator Mandago, the chair of the Health Committee from the Senate, and the entire leadership, Dr. Nyikal, the chair of the National Assembly Health Committee. Your Excellency, allow me also to recognize the entire leadership of the Ministry of Health at the national level. Allow me also to recognize the entire leadership from the CECs of our entire 47 counties who are present here, civil society representatives, NGOs in the health sector, our development partners in the health sector, our diplomatic representatives who are here, a number of diplomats are here. Your Excellency, the heads of health agencies, health workers, citizens who are here this morning, allow me to welcome you and every delegate to the Kenya Health Summit 2026. This is the largest gathering, Your Excellency, of Kenya's health sector ever convened in this republic, and it is fitting that it takes place under the theme that is a statement of fact rather than a wish. Reform delivered, health as a right. Your Excellency, in August of 2022, the people of Kenya were offered a choice. They were not offered slogans. They were offered a plan, written down, published, in which universal health coverage stood as one of the 5 pillars of our national transformation. Kenyans read that plan and they give it their mandate by electing you as their 5th president. 4 years later, we have come to this hall to do something that is rare in the politics of our country and in our region. We have come to place that plan side by side with a record and to invite the whole country to compare the two. And I want to say something about why this was possible, because it is not a technical story we want to say. It's also a political one. Every government that has ever governed Kenya knew what was wrong with our healthcare system. The diagnosis was never a secret, but it is set in reports. It was found in commissions. It was found in expert panels, in the exit notes of the departing officials, including presidents. But what was missing was also never the analysis. What was missing was a head of state willing to spend the political capital. Your Excellency, in the first year of your administration, you chose to retire an institution that has served this country for nearly 6 decades, that employed thousands, that had a constituency of its own, that has defeated the reforming intentions of every government before you. You were advised, and I know because some time is set in those meetings, and it could have been safer for you to amend, it could have been safer for you to postpone, or to pilot the way some of your predecessors have done, or to appoint yet another task force. You declined all those offers. You went to Parliament as our president, and you asked for the 4 new laws. And that's why the Speaker of the National Assembly and the Committees of Health are here. And when the transition proved difficult, as deep reforms always do, you did not retreat into silence. You went out and explained it publicly in every county in this republic. And that's why we are here today. Not because the Minister of Health is clever, but because this reform had a political ownership at the very top, sustained for 4 years, and the technical machinery built deliberately underneath. Your Excellency, you will shortly place before this nation, is not my duty, the full account of universal health coverage known as Taifa Care. You'll tell the country the coverage we have done. You'll tell the country the contribution, the payments, and the outcome. And allow me, therefore, Your Excellency, to report to this summit on 3 matters that fall directly to this ministry and which determine whether any of that money ever becomes care, the medicines, the equipment, and the people. Your Excellency, a health system on health commodity security, a health system is only as credible as the medicine on its shelves. When this administration came into office, the national order fill rate at Kenya Medical Supplies Authority stood at 35%. In plain language, a facility that ordered 10 essential commodities received fewer than 4. Today, That rate stands at 95%. We restored the authority's balance sheet by recapitalizing KEMSA through a 10 billion shilling credit facility arranged with one of our commercial financial institutions. And we did that because there's no supply chain in the world that functions without working capital. We have operationalized the Embakasi Supply Chain Center. We have strengthened our regional distribution hubs in Kisumu and Mombasa. And we have moved the entire chain from paper to platform. Your Excellency, today KEMSA supplies more than 11,400 health facilities, and 54% of everything it distributes goes to primary health care at level 2 and level 3, the dispensaries and the health centers, where most Kenyans seek care. What this means for an ordinary Kenyan, Your Excellency, is very simple. The mother who walks to a dispensary with a prescription in her hand now finds the medicine at the end of the queue, and not a referral to a chemist she cannot afford. On National Equipment Support Program, equipment, Your Excellency, because a clinician without a diagnostic is a clinician guessing. Under the National Equipment Support Program that you introduced as one of the key pillars of universal health coverage, as of 30th July 2026, we have installed medical equipment valued at 9.68 billion shillings in 251 health facilities across our 44 counties, showing 239 county facilities and 8 national facilities. Let me be very specific about what that means at the bedside. It means 36 CT scans, it means 2 MRI machines, it means 52 digital X-rays, and it means 72 ultrasound machines that have been provided. Consider what that changes. Not long ago, a Kenyan who needed a CT scan had 2 options: travel to Nairobi or go without a diagnosis. Today, that equipment is available in the great majority of our counties, and it's paid for by Taifa Care, not by the national government and not by our county governments. Over the last 4 years, this government has deployed 24,573 healthcare interns to all the 47 counties, Your Excellency, at an investment of 19 billion shillings. An annual placement has risen from 3,373 in the financial year 2022-2023 to 6,800 in 2026, nearly doubling the single admission for our young graduates from our colleges. This has allowed young Kenyans who for 4 years ago could have completed their training and go home to wait, get a placement. We have also sponsored 262 medical registrars across 35 specialties, so that counties who have never had a single specialist are now growing their own. We have released 3.5 billion shillings to settle the accrued basic salary arrears owed to our doctors. Under your direction, we are employing 5,000 additional nurses and midwives are being recruited. All these happened under your leadership, Your Excellency, in the last 4, and we will showcase them as the 2-day health summit progresses. Your Excellency, allow me now finally to acknowledge our partners in this work. To our Excellencies, the governors, health is a devolved function, and every figure that will be quoted in this hall was earned in a county facility by a county staff. This reform has been a genuine partnership between the 2 levels of government, and I want to thank our governors for that. To our development partners who have stood with us, Kenya, through a very difficult period of global health financing, thank you for the confidence you have shown in our healthcare system. To our private and faith-based providers, our professional bodies, our unions, you are inside this system, not outside. And this reform is stronger for your involvement. And to the Kenyan healthcare workers who are here and those who are listening to us, who are the reason any of this, who are the reasons that a patient reaches them at any time. This government sees you. Tomorrow, this summit devotes an entire plenary to your future. Over the next 2 days, Your Excellency, we will do an examination of our healthcare financing, primary health care and community health, human resource for health, health products and technologies, health security, digitization of the healthcare system, and our specialized and referral services. Her Excellency, the First Lady, will do a session tomorrow on maternal and newborn health at the plenary. We will have the Deputy President who will run another plenary tomorrow afternoon before we have a joint plenary where we want to listen to the people of Kenya, and His Excellency the President, as a listening leader, will be sitting in that forum. Your Excellency, just to conclude, tonight we have the Town Hall Health Summit. And we want to answer all the questions. We want to answer all the questions concerning the healthcare system in Kenya. We want to answer all the fake headlines for 4 hours. Because as I said, we had a plan, and now we are presenting the record so that the people of Kenya can compare what we promised, what we planned, and what we have delivered as of now. To Your Excellency, and more important, is in that healthcare at a Health Summit Town Hall tonight, we will have testimonials from the stakeholders, what our unions see in terms of healthcare workforce reform, our patients, professional associations like Kenya Medical Association, and many others. Our governors will be there. The entire leadership of the counties will be there. But Your Excellency, just to answer some of the basic questions that we have been asked, is that the architecture of universal health coverage, at the bottom is the primary health care, which is fully funded by your government. 27 billion in the last 2 financial years. 19 billion in this financial year. Why do we invest in primary health care? We invest in primary health care because 70% of the disease burden in our country is at the primary health care. And Your Excellency, with those many, many remarks, it's my honor and duty to invite the Speaker of the National Assembly to come and give us remarks on the role of the legislature in the delivery of healthcare system in our country.
Your Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of our Defense Forces, Your Excellency, the Deputy President, and all established protocols followed, I'm here and I'm honored to address this health summit on behalf of Parliament. Your Excellency, over these 2 days, delegates will speak of hospitals, will speak of funds, will speak of medicines and equipment, will speak of systems, will speak of outcomes. I wish to speak about one aspect that precedes all of them, and without which not one of them would exist, and this is the enabling legal framework. Your Excellency, Article 94 of our Constitution provides that the legislative authority of the Republic is derived from the people and is vested in and exercised by Parliament. At our independence, Your Excellency, our founding father pronounced that the incoming government of the people of Kenya was going to focus on fighting three things: poverty, ignorance, and disease. Over the years, efforts have been made in the health sector to achieve the war against diseases. In 1966, the National Health Insurance Fund was founded, and later in 1998, it was cemented into an Act of Parliament as NHIF, primarily to provide for medical cover for formal and informal sectors. The fund was operated by the National Hospital Insurance Fund Board of Management, and it relied on tiered flat-rate monthly deductions as its contributions rather than proportional income scaling. Over the period, Your Excellency, the NHIF faced massive systemic corruption, losing billions of shillings through ghost clinics, inflated claims, collusion between rogue medical facilities and state officials. The reform journey that your government started, Your Excellency, has had the effect of addressing all this. Whenever you speak to any member of Parliament, Your Excellency, you'll hear always the same story. Desperate families calling at midnight about hospital emergencies and their attendant bills, their names being forced on fundraising committees and cards that are circulated without their knowledge, standing at hospital gates negotiating for the release of a patient, and at mortuaries negotiating for the release of bodies to their loved ones. Parliament understood the necessity of reform because parliamentarians have constant interaction with the needy in the population. The Departmental Committee on Health in the 12th Parliament had recommended, as it exited on the 8th of June 2022, that its successor should establish a facility improvement fund for county public health facilities. Section 104 of the Health Act of 2017 had also directed that legislation on health be enacted within 3 years. That instruction had remained unfulfilled. The National Hospital Insurance Fund, born in 1966 and governed by the 1998 Act, had long since been overtaken by the structure of our economy and dynamic social needs. So, Your Excellency, when you brought this agenda to the House of Parliament in your administration, you found an already convinced Parliament. Parliament had been waiting for the executive to act, and it took courage from 1963. All successive governments had made half-hearted attempts to achieve what we now have in our country. In the year 2023, Parliament considered, interrogated, amended, and passed 4 statutes, which Your Excellency assented to on the 19th of October of the same year. These were, first, the Primary Health Care Act, number 13 of 2023. It established for the first time in our history a legal framework for the delivery and management of primary health care through primary health care networks, and it placed our community health promoters on a statutory footing rather than leaving them to the whims of successive government initiatives. The second was the Facility Improvement Financing Act number 14 of 2023. This, anchored on Article 207 of the Constitution, permits a public health facility to retain and manage the revenue it generates. In plain language, money earned at a dispensary in Kimilili or Kilifi or Kacheliba is now spent and ought to be spent at that dispensary. The third piece of legislation was the Digital Health Act, number 15 of 2023. It discharged the unfinished obligation of the Health Act of 2017, established the Digital Health Agency, mandated a comprehensive integrated health information system for the whole Republic, and gave every Kenyan statutory protection over their personal health data. The fourth, the Social Health Insurance Act, the much talked about SHA, over which yours truly here was taken to court 6 times. It now, together with it establishes 3 public funds for primary health care, for social health insurance, and for emergency, chronic, and critical illnesses. 4 statutes passed in one session of Parliament, Your Excellency, was unprecedented. It is the most consequential body of social legislation enacted by any parliament in Kenya since independence. Far-reaching reforms are not always readily embraced and accepted. These 4 health bills were met with robust public debate. There were those who benefited from the gaps, flaws, and shortcomings of the status quo who did not welcome the reforms. These were in the minority. The majority of Kenyans saw this as a right trajectory in mitigating the myriad challenges that the health sector faced, and saw these legislations as a Damascus moment for our health sector. As we speak today, the number of Kenyans registered under the universal health coverage being a whopping over 30 million compared to about 8 million under NHIF will convince every doubting Thomas on the vision and foresight that informed these reforms. Numbers do not lie, and in law we say, res ipsa loquitur. Things speak for themselves. Under the Constitution, Parliament appropriates and divides revenues between the 2 levels of governments. It then has the mandate to ensure prudent use of those resources so that Kenyans get value for their money. I want to assure this summit that this is a duty that Parliament holds sacrosanct and will discharge without fear or favor. Parliament shall always ensure that any person or entity entrusted with management of public resources is accountable to the letter. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, there are cases within the laws I have cited that require no financial contribution from citizens. These are primary health care, emergency, chronic, and critical illness. That notwithstanding, the law has set out the primary health care fund and emergency illness and critical health care fund, which are financed from parliamentary appropriations. Even in such cases where ordinary citizens do not directly pay for those services, the funds draw the money from taxpayers' purse, while the degree and extent of responsibility must remain the same. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, with all these good legislative reforms, questions are constantly raised by members of Parliament on issues that this summit needs to address. Number one, rationalization of manpower or health professionals so that citizens in both urban and far-flung rural areas enjoy similar benefits and attention from our health sector workforce, including medical consultants. Two, the preventive and promotive care should be more enhanced to avoid costly curative remedies. Here we should place emphasis on regular physical checkups, clinics, advisory nutrition, fitness, immunization, counseling, etc. 3, cases of hemorrhaging funds from the healthcare system by individuals and health facilities, whether public or private, must be checked, and those found culpable must face the consequences. These include the war against ghost facilities that were very common under the defunct NHIF. I was happy as we went round to see that now we have an AI fraud engine that is dealing with this difficulty. The last, even where the citizen is required to make a financial contribution, the regulators should ensure that no unlawful charges are levied against any citizen. Your Excellency, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, I want to assure this summit that Parliament will discharge its responsibility to keep the health sector buoyant in our country. We will appropriate sufficient funds subject to the size of the envelope available and other national requirements. We will ensure appropriated funds are put to proper use, and together with the Auditor General, we will discharge these functions fully. We will remain open and ready to support the government with continuing legislative reforms to better existing laws and regulations and to give full meaning to health-related provisions in our Constitution and for the benefit of our country. I thank you.
Your Excellency, distinguished delegates, now it's my honor and duty to invite the Prime Cabinet Secretary to take the program from here.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, Your Excellency, the Deputy President, Professor KICC, Speaker of the National Assembly, Chair of the Governors, and all governors present, my colleague ministers, colleagues in the public space, members of the private sector, medical practitioners, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, mine will be very brief. This summit is extremely significant. It is a summit that has brought us here so that we can acknowledge a very important thing. That is that the transformation, the delivery in our health system today Your Excellency, you have stayed the course. You stayed the course when people went to court. You stayed the course when there were demonstrations in the street. You stayed the course when the critics were in every corner. You stayed the cause even when people were branding you all sorts of names. Today, we celebrate a major transformation in Kenya's health sector. What we are going to witness and what we have witnessed, ladies and gentlemen, is fact and not fiction. Secondly, Your Excellency, I just want to say that one other hat you do wear, because the issue around the medical challenges does not end with Kenya's boundaries, is that you are also doubling up as the African Union champion for pharmaceutical manufacturing in the African Union. Again, a journey that moves beyond Kenya's boundaries to the continental realm, where you have to aggressively support and help transform matters medical on the African continent. Your Excellency, even in the middle of challenges, you have stood out to make sure that Kenya remains a responsible member of the international health fraternity, WHO, and other international obligations. When most people were scared to step forward on how Kenya can play its role in the midst of pandemics and epidemics, Kenya stood forward, and you said that you shall be a responsible member of the WHO and the conventions that relate to health and the need to anchor and support other countries and other people when there's a medical crisis. You were taken to court, but you stayed the course. Your Excellency, Kenya is slowly but systematically emerging as a medical mecca in the region. The investment that the Ministry of Health is putting in place through the leadership of Duale and his team, the forthrightness, the consistency you have put forward on matters health is systematically and surely transforming Kenya into a medical hub in the region, and that is something that we all need to cultivate and be proud of. Finally, Your Excellency, Kenya Kwanza, the nation first, the citizens first. Your message around the health sector is clearly a very, very critical plank and message that you will have nothing stopping you as long as you are focused on making the citizen come first in this country. We salute you. We also recognize that this is another classic example of perfect partnership between the national government and the county governments. This is a devolved function, but it is a partnership between the national government and the county government. I'm emphasizing this, Your Excellency, because there are times when you say that you want a partnership about other things between the national government and the county government, people proceed to court, forgetting that even what we are doing is a partnership between the national government and the county government. The two levels of government must work together all the time. Let me end by recognizing members of the diplomatic corps who are present. Those of you in the room, please just rise so that we can acknowledge you. I'll not attempt to go by name or country, but thank you so much. Most of you are not just diplomats here, but you're also partners in this journey. Thank you so much for being present. It is now my honor to invite the Deputy President, Professor Kithure Kindiki, to come and make his remarks and invite His Excellency the President.
Kenya hoye! Kenya hoye! Mr. President, Your Excellency, colleagues, today is an important day for our country. We have struggled since our country was established to create a good country. We have struggled to modernize our country and improve the quality of life of our citizens. 16 years ago, we adopted a new constitutional order. The summary of that constitution envisages a Kenya which is democratic, but also a Kenya where the citizen is empowered economically. While we have made good progress on the democracy front, I think, Your Excellency, the last 4 years are extremely important for us because for the first time we have started deliberately making the first steps towards realizing a wealthier and healthier Kenya, which is an important component of realizing the dreams of the founders of our nation, the makers of our constitution, and the dream of a Kenya of the future. And so as I sit here to listen, Your Excellency, I relish to see the progress you have enabled us to achieve by carrying the people. Now we are talking of 32.3 million Kenyans covered with a medical insurance cover. This is phenomenal. We are looking at people getting medical advice from their homes and villages through the consequential 107,000 community health promoters, which continue to serve our nation well. I've just been with you as you went through what this administration is doing around medical equipment under the National Equipment Support Program, and also the consequences of the laws that our parliament has put in place. The Primary Health Care Act, the Social Health Insurance Act, the Digital Health Act, the Facility Improvement Finance Act, and the funds that are in place now: Primary Health Care Fund, the Social Insurance Fund, the Emergency Chronic and Critical Illness Fund, and the Facility Improvement Financing, or the Facility Improvement Fund. So, Your Excellency, I am a very proud member of your administration. I speak on behalf of so many of us who serve in your administration I speak on behalf of many Kenyans who believe in your leadership, that we are looking at a very, very critical transformation of our country. And we can look at the people of Kenya in the eye and tell them, this government has lived to its promise and commitment to pull the people of Kenya from disease and to create a healthier country which can be the engine for the economic and developmental future of our country. Naomba kwa heshima wenzangu, tusimame, tushangilie Mheshimiwa Rais akuja atuongeleshe. Rais Ruto, ni fire si fire? Karibu Mheshimiwa Rais.
Asante sana Bwana Deputy President. Huyu Deputy President ni fire si fire? Tafadhali tuketi, asanteni sana. Thank you very much. Let's take our seats. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, there are promises governments make because they are popular. Others because they are convenient. And then there are promises a nation must keep because they speak to who we are and the country we intend to become. Universal health coverage is one such promise. For years, Kenya lived with a contradiction we should never have accepted, that access to health could depend on the size of a citizen's wallet. Illness could force a farmer to sell his livestock or sometimes his land. A mother could exhaust her savings, or a community forced to organize a fundraising simply to keep one of their own alive. Too often, treatment became a debt and sickness a pathway to poverty. That was wrong. It was also unjust. 16 years ago, through Article 43 of our Constitution, Kenyans made a solemn promise to one another. And that promise, the right to the highest attainable standard of health, was inscribed in our supreme law, and that no person shall be denied emergency medical treatment. That is not an aspiration. It is a constitutional command. That command informed the promise we made when I sought your mandate in 2022. Universal health coverage was one of the 5 pillars of our bottom-up economic transformation agenda, because economic empowerment means little when illness can wipe out a family's savings or push citizens into poverty. Yet, by 2022, barely 1 in 4 Kenyans had health insurance, and fewer than 1 in 20 among the poorest households. Millions paid out of pocket, borrowed, sold assets, organized harambes, or simply stayed away from hospital because they could not afford. Kenyans were spending an estimated 150 billion out of pocket every year on health care. The problem went beyond financing. KEMSA's order fill rate had fallen to roughly 40%. Medicines were often unavailable. Records remained paper-based. Claims moved very slowly, and facilities struggled for resources, while emergency care remained fragmented without a coordinated national response. We resolved to build that system from the bottom up, not to patch the old one, simply rename it or make another promise about it, but to fundamentally change it. On the 19th of October 2023, I signed 4 landmark laws that created the legal architecture for universal health coverage that replaced the NHIF Act. The Primary Healthcare Act strengthened preventive and community health care, while mainstreaming the place of our community health promoters. The Social Health Insurance Act replaced NHIF with SHA and established dedicated funds for primary health care, social health insurance, and emergency chronic and illness. The Digital Health Act established an integrated digital health system, and the Facilities Improvement Financing Act enabled public health facilities to retain and reinvest their revenues. Together, they transformed our healthcare in terms of financing, delivered and accounted for in Kenya, created the architecture through which we would finally translate Article 43 of our Constitution from a constitutional promise into everyday reality. We call this undertaking Taifa Care, as you all know. What followed has been transformational. And I would argue that alongside affordable housing, universal health coverage is one of the most consequential social transformations we have undertaken as a country. This achievement belongs, above all, to the people of Kenya. It is through your contributions, your taxes, and your participation that we have been able to make possible what our country has aspired for generations. Kwa hivyo, Taifa Care with helping turn that national aspiration into reality. Across the country today, 107,800 community health promoters are going from household to household, equipped with with smartphones and essential kits to find illness before illness becomes a catastrophe, to register households, educate families, screen for disease, monitor mothers and children, identify danger early, and connect families to facilities. More than 9 million households have been reached by our community health promoters, and over 750,000 people have been referred for treatment. For the first time, we have built a nationwide health network whose first point of contact is not necessarily a hospital bed, but the doorsteps of a Kenyan home. We are reversing the old logic of waiting for people to fall sick, finding hypertension before stroke, diabetes before complication, a high-risk pregnancy before the emergency, and disease before disaster. The national government continues to match county government contribution to CHP or community health promoter stipends shilling by shilling. From this level, when a patient requires further care, the next part of the journey begins. Through the Primary Health Care Fund, eligible services at level 2 and 3 dispensaries and some level 4 health centers are financed by government. So far, the fund has received 27.4 billion shillings in budgetary allocation and disbursed 23.3 billion to support more than 20 million outpatient visits, benefiting over 15 million Kenyans. As we said, walk in, receive treatment, walk out, just as we promised. And I want to commend facilities, both public and private and faith-based, for working with us on this endeavor. This is a fundamental shift